How's it, everyone? My name is Kyle and I am an avid rugby fan and huge Springboks supporter. I live in Newcastle in New South Wales in Australia, and I follow all the YouTubers who talk about rugby. And one of the YouTubers that talks about rugby is this awesome Kiwi bloke, Mark, who lives in Cancun in Mexico, and he does really good chats about rugby. Love his side. So Mark, you were complaining that you have lower back pain in your last review of the Springboks versus Wales. Well, I can help you, Mark. I'm an exercise specialist and I have worked with hundreds of people at getting them to eliminate pain from their body and get you moving like a young spring chicken again. That's what I do. So in this video, I'm going to be demonstrating some techniques, simple techniques that, Mark, you can do in your favorite park where you do all your YouTube videos from. Very little equipment required, and for today's demonstration, no equipment required. Actually, no, we really wouldn't like a yoga mat so you don't have to lie on the floor. But if you're okay lying on the floor, you can do that too. I guess you're a tough Kiwi, so you should be all right. So without further ado, let's work out how we're going to fix your back problem. All right, so the first thing we need to identify is, why are we having a back problem? So the majority of people who sit down for long periods of time or have been in jobs where they have to sit down for long periods have got shortened and tightened hamstrings. So what happens is, when you have a shortened and tightened hamstring, when you stand up and you move around and you have to bend over to pick something up, that short, tight hamstring, that leverage point flexes the back over, and that pulls the discs apart, creating like a disc bulge sensation in the lower back. And over a long period of time, the lower back muscles become long and weak, and you no longer have the ability to have that lumbar erect and have a strong lower back muscle. So what we need to do is lengthen out the hamstrings, and we need to strengthen the lower back. So here's what we're going to do. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to lengthen out the hamstrings. So having a secure object like the back of a bench, like Mark, your bench in your park, you can put your hand onto that back of the bench, and then what we're going to do is we're going to work at stretching out the one hamstring at a time. So the foot is just placed in front of the other foot like that, and you're going to put your hand in your lower back. And now what you want to do is you want to hinge over at the hip. Notice how my back knee is bending, and I'm keeping this front leg straight. So you're going to look ahead, hinge over. As you hinge over there, you should feel a significant stretch in the back of the hamstring. This is the leg that's going forward. You want to ensure that when you're hinging over, that you keep your lower back erect. Don't allow your spine to fold over like that. That is going to cause more pain in your back. So we're going to stick the bum out, lift the chest up, and pivot over, hinge at the hip, push the bum back in that backward trajectory. Feel the stretch in your hamstring in the front. Hold 1, 2, 3, and come back up again. Hinge over, draw your belly into your spine, and hinge, hold 1, 2, 3, and come back up. You're going to repeat 10 repetitions of this one. On the last repetition, you're going to hold the stretch for 10 seconds. You then move over to the other leg and you do the same thing on the other leg. So turn around, press the leg forward, and do your repetitions. You're going to repeat this stretch 3 times over on each leg. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to strengthen up the lumbar erectors, your lower back lumbar erectors, lower back erectors. So what we want to do is lay down flat on your belly. You want to find somewhere where you can just wedge your feet against a wall or any object of choice. Lay down on your belly. You see how I've got my knees slightly bent? See how my thumbs are facing up? You're going to look down, and then what you're going to do is you're going to lift your shoulders up and then raise up. As you raise up there, imagine you're a skydiver. Squeeze 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift the shoulders up, and lift your chest up. Squeeze your bum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. Now with this exercise, the big common mistake everyone makes is they hyperextend the back. We don't want to do that. You'll end up with a neck pain. So we're going to look down at the ground, lift up. Imagine you skydiving. The air is blowing your body up. Hold for 5. Relax for 5. So what you're going to do is you're going to attempt to do upwards to 10 repetitions. You take about a minute to recovery and you repeat another 2 sets. So in total, you're doing 3 sets of anything upwards towards the 10 rep mark. And that's what you're going to do with your exercise. So Mark, what I'd suggest for you is for this week, go down to the park and do this routine. Say to yourself, I've got to do my routine before I do my YouTube video. That way you get it done and you will feel significantly better. But we need to cover the importance of how you move from the ground to standing up. So if you're lying down and you're getting up like this, see how my lower back is flexing? Or you're getting down to the ground with no awareness through your lower back eventually is going to pay the price. It just gives up and it just goes, I can't do this anymore. And hence you have excruciating pain and then you can barely move. So if you pay due diligence to how you move on a daily basis, you're going to experience a lot less incidences of lower back pain. So here's what we do. So if you're on the ground, when you come up, you push up and you see how my lower back, you see I'm in a hinging pattern. My lower back is erect. From here, lift up. Watch how my lower back stays erect. Into the lunging pattern. There we go. And then when you need to get down, take a big step back, lunge down, lower back erect. Bang, bang, bang. Keep that lower back in an erect lumbar curve to maintain strong lumbar strength. If you can do that on a daily basis, you're going to feel significantly better and, like I say, a lot less back pain. So Mark, we're not just going to stop with you fixing your lower back pain. We're going to get you bulletproof, make you the strong Kiwi that you should be. So I'm going to recommend that you go get yourself some gymnastics rings, and I'm going to take you through a program on how you can restore strength, mobility, and well-being back into your life just by setting up a set of gymnastics rings in your favorite park. Looking forward to working with you.